Hello everyone and welcome to Craftworks. Today I am going to be doing a fancy fold card using the Welcoming window stamp and die set. Now, to start off with, we need a piece of cardstock that is 10 centimeters by 28 centimeters. And then we are going to score this at, I've got so much junk on my desk, 10 centimeters. Whoa, move the blade. Scoring at 10, 20 and at 24. And that is all of our cutting and scoring. So I'm going to fold this piece down. I'm going to get my bone folder and burnish. Score. And then this one comes up, and then this one comes down, and that there is what our card base is going to look like. So first off, I'm going to do some stamping. There's quite a lot of stamping for this one. So I am using Smoky Slate. And I'm just going to get my bricks. So these are gorgeous. I've noticed I say gorgeous a lot, so I apologise. But I just love all this stuff. It's amazing. Now I'm going to open my card out flat, and I'm going to start off over there. And these are great because they kind of just line up. I don't want bricks everywhere. I think I'm going to flip that round. I just want a little bit of detail. Because we're going to cover most of this anyway. It's knowing how much is enough and how much is too much. Now you could do the whole lot. I'm just doing the sides. Okay, because we're not going to see an awful lot of that. So I'm just going to clean my stamp off. I've dropped one of these stamps. Here comes Max. So that's the detail for the brickwork at the back. I'm not using grey again. So I'm going to pop that to one side. I'm going to put a window ledge right the way across this piece here. I'm going to show you a little trick because my brown isn't a very strong brown. So I'm going to colour that to make it darker. And I want it coming off because I want the whole thing to be a window ledge. This is like a rustic ledge. Okay. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the big end here. It's not particularly straight. Sorry about that. And I'm just going over with the ivory pen. And I'm keeping the shading as much as possible, but I'm just going to go over it all just a little bit, just to make it pop. a little bit more. And you can go over and you can make it darker even still. So okay, we're going to cover that join. So you can see I'm just making little light patches in the middle by not going over it again, just to give it a little bit more interest, a little bit of texture. So that there is like our little window ledge, if you like. So now I'm going to do stamping. There is quite a lot of stamping for this card, and so I'm going to move that all to one side. Now I've got some scraps, so I'm going to start off with my window, and black ink I'm using for this one. This stamp set has 19 stamps, and I'm just going to pop this down here, and in the dies there are 16 dies. You get 4 flower pots, all different sizes. So that's my window. Put the lid on that because I don't need that again. I did my my jug in smoky slate as well, because that's going to go there. So stamp that, and then I'm using Pool Party for my shutters, the window shutters. Ooh. Make sure when you're stamping as well that you leave a little bit of space for the die cuts to fit round as well, because we're going to cut all of these out afterwards. So that there is going to make up our window. Now I also need some pretty flowers to go in my jug. So I'm going to do that next, and then we can cut all of those pieces out in one. And for the leaves, I am using Pear Pizzazz. I've got a little ink spot for this one. It's just a really nice colour. And that is going like that. So next I need to find the flowers. You get 2 lots of flowers that go inside here. So I just need to see if this is the right one. It is. So this one, these flowers are Magenta Madness. So because these stamps are clear, You should be able to see quite easily where to line them up. I'm going there. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Right, so this I'm now going to cut everything out. I'll show you the dies really quickly. So this one goes there. We've got the flower. We've got two of these. And our little jug. Okay, now I've already pre-cut those. So I'm going to move that to one side and pull these pieces out. So I have my jug, my window, my frames, and my flowers. So first things first is I'm going to position my vase. Now I quite like these popped up, but I'm going to glue this flat and pop the flowers up behind it so that it stands off. You can do your jug any colour you like. So I'm just going to pop that there like that. And I'm going to take my dimensionals, pop in one there and one there. And now, with this flat, we need to see where it's all going to go. I'm going to pop these up as well. So it all needs to come this way, just a little. Like that. That's where I'm putting that. So I'm going to start with the window. On dimensionals. So we are 1 year into lockdown now. It's quite unbelievable, isn't it? Who would have thought that we would be here a year on? And I think the rollout of the vaccine has been amazing in the UK. So my husband had his first injection last week and didn't suffer a single side effect. I'm not going to pretend. I was a little bit annoyed because I had mine because of my job and I felt terrible. So I was looking forward to saying, yeah, see, told you. But no, he got nothing. And I kept saying to him, what about now? What about now? I'm just lining this up with the bottom of the window. I've got a little bit of a gap to make it look like they move. So this is the back piece of our card. Now, in the dies there are 4 flower pots. have to excuse me, my throat is a bit croaky today. I haven't been talking to anybody, that's why. Excuse me. So I actually cut those two. And I cut them in a terracotta colour. And I'm actually just going to glue these flat. But before I do that, I need to do my flowers. In this set, you get two different flowers. So I need to move that one. And I did Pear Pizzazz again, but change the colours of the flowers each time because I much preferred it. So another scrap, and I want 3 flower pots going across the bottom. 1, 2, 3. Pop the lid on that before I put my finger in it. I'm already very inky. Now with this die, it's got 4 tiny little like buds, and they go here. So when you're lining this stamp up, you want to be using those 3 dots to line them up. So I'm going in with So Saffron. And apologies if my head is in the way. So that's that one. Clean off. I'm doing Highland Heather. You can use whatever colours you have. When I did this originally, I just used Rococo Rose. I'm not even sure if I used another colour. And I don't have the card to show you because I've used it. But, and then I thought to myself, it looks a bit plain. Just one colour of flowers, so I decided to get all the ink pads out and have a real play with this. And this is Rococo Rose. Rococo Rose is the in colour for last year, so this is going to be retiring. So if you are after that colour and because you like it, I would order it now, because as of April, I believe, May, it's not going to be available anymore. Okay, so these are our flowers, and we have a die. When you line up your die, you want to line up that top leaf here. Okay, to make sure that you cut it all properly. And again, apologies, I have pre-cut. Now you can see from mine that I didn't cut them particularly well, so it is a practice kind of thing for this. So now I want my 2 larger pots, one at each end, and my middle. So I think I want the yellow in the middle, and I'm going to overhang them like that. And just put glue on the bottom because this is going on the folded edge. So we don't really want too much. We don't want it to stick to the panel behind it. Otherwise our card won't open. You could actually just put your glue on the flower pot. That would probably be a better idea. which is what I'm going to do this time. I bet you were all screaming at me, do that, don't do it on the flower. Do it on the flower pot. Okay, so now we're going to bring our card back in. And we're going to position those along the bottom of that there. So again, not a lot of glue, and I'm just going up to the bottom of that ledge there, because I want to make it look like it's sitting on a shelf. And then I want the same kind of gap there. And then the little pot in the centre. Now I haven't put a sentiment on this one because I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. But when I do my sentiment, it's going to be across this edge here. And this is what our card looks like. So it actually makes 4 by 4. I hope you can see that okay. So if you give this a try, I'd love to see it. And if you want to order any of the products I've used today, just pop me a message and I can do that for you. Thank you so much for watching me today. Bye.